There is such a warship, although less than 055 type large drive, but the backbone of the Chinese Navy. Do not look at it often assigned to do some tasks, as if the errand boy in general, but who cannot underestimate him, or it will not become the backbone, and its utility is very strong. A lot of people may not get, after all, from time to time buy the new warships, cover up the sharpness. Today let us look at his combat power in the end. After all, from time to time buy the new warships, cover up the sharpness. Today let us look at his combat power in the end. How? 054A type missile frigate, commissioned in 2008, but also China's newest type of frigate, but also one of China's up-and-coming ships of this century. A large number of representative of the service. May 4th is Youth Day, this special number, so that everyone also called it New Youth, but it is not. Vibrant, and that novel hull design, but also like a New Youth. The new hull design is also like the New Youth, as an upgraded version of the 054 type frigate. 054A type hull design and 054 type frigate is relatively similar, but after making improvements, its power is also a lot stronger. And 054A is also China's first regional air defense type frigate, so that can be defended against air attack crisis. In addition to air defense, its anti-ship, anti-submarine is also a major highlight, very level, from the service since. 054A type frigate performed a number of tasks, such as participated in the international voyage activities, Somalia anti-piracy, etc. Can be said that in one mission at a time in the accumulation of very considerable experience in ocean operation. These experiences will be integrated, then for other warships can be more familiar with some of the operation mentioned earlier. 054A is China's first regional air defense frigate, so for him, air defense is the biggest improvement. How the warship is for air defense, compared to everyone knows. And 054A is the use of new vertical launch air defense missile system to replace the original 054C Red Flag 7. In order to be able to better install the new air defense system, the installation of the C Red Flag -7 launcher position to the cancellation, to expand the deck area of the begun position, with the air defense capability is equivalent to the upgrade of the war effort, so that it has a vertical hair design, is now in front of our eyes in the 054A. The bow of the ship has a 4-group octet of vertical launching system unit, and equipped with the Red Flag -16 anti-aircraft missiles, but also with a multi-objective attack capability. A fire launch unit can track 8 targets at the same time, but also against 4 targets at the same time to attack. A pitot tube system is so powerful, but to say its combat power, can not only a single pitot tube system, and then look at its main gun design. 054A adopts China's domestic stealth gun, but by the Russian AK-176M 76mm gun for the improvement of the Chinese version. The rate of fire can be up to 120 rounds per minute, to the air, to the sea can be attacked, after the localization of the operation. Eventually became the Chinese Navy's new generation of standard medium-caliber naval gun, and in the 2 sides of each installed a domestic 7-tube close defense guns, to say that the technical content, that and the United States of America's dense array is also a fight. In addition to weapons upgrades, is the avionics above, there are also upgrades, such as in the main mast to increase the localized top plate 3D air search radar, so that it will be able to find the situation in the air, and in the top of the bridge is equipped with a 344 type fire control radar, so that it can lock the target. It can be said that from 054 over to 054A has made great improvements. You have to say 054A is one of the world's most advanced frigates. Are able to say it fused 05 to BC, 051C and many other advantages of warships, reflecting the characteristics of its appearance, appear to be more cash, but also succeeded in exceeding the Japanese high wave. Such a frigate, its cost is about 1.4 billion yuan, but also a perfect low-cost marine service ship, which also speaks of his practicality. Type 054A frigate will carry out overseas visits, fisheries protection, and even search and rescue, evacuation and so on. It can be said that it will carry out a lot of operations. So many people will think, now there is not 055 type destroyer, why do you still always use him? We can understand the meaning of the big material for some tasks directly out of the 055. That is not a big material, and 054A type frigate is obviously able to use, whether it is economic or practical. 054 type frigate is a good choice. Its sales, once the cost and 055 type cost, is obviously more cost-effective. For example, there was once escorting the Gulf of Aden, although at that time 055 type 10,000 tons of large drive has not yet been born. But in that case, out of the 054A type is obviously more than appropriate, whether it is the tonnage, equipment, as well as the diesel engine host of the economy of fuel consumption, is a very ideal presence. Said so much, has not mentioned the tonnage of 054A, its tonnage of 4,200 tons, although China has a 10,000 tons of large drive. But 054A type frigate is also very strong, and practicality is also high. Now who can still underestimate it? That it is errand ship it.